Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. I'm working in the garage today. I'm so tired. I've been going out every day this week. Had to do battle with Batman out there on the water, meaning a stingray, so I didn't get the stress test I wanted. I was just stressed, my gear wasn't. So I'm just working out here today. Got a lot of things to do. I just put together some rods and reels. I just got a shipment in. I got lures in. I was given free reels to do because for Okuma, when you do the shows, a lot of times they lose the boxes, the fittings. So I'm more than happy to take it, but I had to request some fittings from parts department so I can put them on correctly. So I'm just putting things together, and thanks to John Truong over Boiling Tuna, I'm matching up at least the conventional ones with casting triggers. Okay, you know, number 10 and number 70 wasn't working. It looked like it would work, it didn't work. And I noticed I had this really unusual size called Model 100. It was written in. So it looks like it was something just recently that John put in. Thank God, look, that one is working. It's going in. The trigger is going in on that one. So, locked out. Check it out. I just put that in with the number 100 series of the Boiling Tuna's trigger clamp. See, look at that. Perfect, right? So now instead of, you know, when you cast, you normally put your thumb here, right? But that's not much to go on just putting your thumb here, you know. I mean, your other four fingers are right here, and you know that's not the greatest feeling, especially when your hands are wet. But check this out with the index finger trigger here. See that? Wow, look at that. I can actually grip that, and if you try to yank it out of my hand, lots of luck on that one. But if you would just grab it half-ass like this, you can easily break a grip. That is why this trigger means so much. It gives you the ability to cast farther. So I'm gonna bungee them together. I got these fishing butlers. See that? This is how I put all my rods together. So this here, ready to go. Look how compact that is. These fishing butlers make it really easy. And you know, I sound like a commercial, but you know, everybody that knows me, they see what I use, they end up using the same thing too because it makes it convenient. So you know, I had this Ulua Rod, this for a couple years, now 2 years. This is when Jeff Robles was helping me out with my review material. He kindly sent me the rod to use. This one here, yeah, he actually sent me this too, the Solterra, the Solterra 15. This is a great rod. I mean, great reel. The Solterra is probably one of the easiest reels to throw. I keep saying rods. It's one of the easiest reels to throw. It's so smooth because it has 2 truss bearings in it. It's so smooth that you can cast a long, long way with it. So this is all ready to go. See with the casting trigger here? Now you have no idea how much that means. I mean, you could, if I was just to grip this right here like this, just like that to throw it, it's not enough to secure it. But if you put your index finger here like a true trigger and then grip it like that, wow. Now that makes a huge difference. I can only recommend these casting triggers. It's like a godsend. So, you know, this is just half of it. The other half is I already got the line on. You know, I got 50-pound test mono. So that I didn't have to work on at all. But I got another rig that I have to work on. Okuma just sent me the black one. Now this is a 2nd gen. First gen, if you remember, was the darker blue one, and it had the abalone inlays. That looked kind of cool. It's a little heavier rod. The rating's a little different. This is the 2nd gen from a couple years ago. All right, no more abalone inlays, but it has the stainless steel butt to it. Now they say, oh, it's a stick in lava rock. Not everywhere in Hawaii has lava rock. It's only when the lava flows hit the ocean. most times we're sticking it in the coral reef because there's, you know, coral reef platforms along the shoreline. We're sticking in that mostly compared to the lava. Lava is mostly on the Big Island where there's still an active volcano in some areas of Maui. So this is ready. Let me show you the other one. Okay, you know, I got a bunch of reels from shows from the Zuo Brothers, the Okuma, the Blaisdell Arena. And a lot of times when the company reps, they travel to different locations, they just pack the reels. Or they got lures, they just pack the lures. They're missing the original box. So they just leave me and they just give me all this stuff. So after a while, I got a bucket here, 5 gallon bucket, actually over, filled with reels, but with no fitting harnesses or anything. So now this one here, I had the Solterra, the SLX-15. I like that one. So you know what? I was lucky. Davey Brown asked me. He had a couple of reels, and he said leftover from storage because, you know, there was no Fred Hall shows anymore. So he wanted to know if I wanted them. I said sure. Thing is, to travel, you know, they just brought the reels. They just missing the mounting harnesses, but you know, Mr. Ronald Almanza over at Parts Department at Okuma was nice enough to send me all the fittings I needed. So this one here is a brand new SLR 15, just like that one there. So it is brand new. I mean, it hasn't been used. It's just that it has no box, no mount, no fittings. But I already know what to do. I already have the fittings that were sent to me. I got casting triggers to put on. So what I'm going to do is a quick breakdown of this reel here. This is 5 ball bearings plus 2 TBs and 1 roller bearing. All right. This one here is what is known as a graphite lever drag reel. Okay. This was made to fight big fish. There's 11 models ranging from 10 to 50 in size. All right. If you want to go braided line, I went mono on that. That actually has, I think, not quite 400, but close to it yards of 50-pound mono on it. But on braid here, if you went 65-pound test, you put 560 yards. You put 80-pound test, you're gonna get 510 yards. Okay. Now gear ratio is 6.0 to 1, which means that for every one turn, you're gonna get 6 revolutions of the spool, and for every 1 turn, that brings in 42 inches of line. All right. Max drag at strike. So see, look, boom, there's strike. 15 pounds. Pushing the little black lever. That's max strike. Max strike is 22 pounds. All right. All right. The MSRP on this is $134.99. The weight is 24.6 ounces. This is made out of forged aluminum. The spool over here is forged aluminum, and it has these concentric rings. See that? See the concentric rings? So for you guys that go bottom jigging, you gotta know how much line is left. Now, when I said that this had 5 ball bearings and 2 TBs, the TB stands for thrust bearings. There's actually 2 thrust bearings in here, so that's why it makes it so smooth that it reduces handle stress here by over 50%. And when you toss this, it is liquidy smooth. Trust me, it's so smooth. And because of that, I have a lot of times where it just backlashes, because if you go just with the normal way of throwing and you just let the lead fall slowly, you got to actually tighten that up and make it fall very, very slow, because it will backlash on you. This is one of the best free spools I've ever seen. All right, and this has a double dog on it. See how loud? It's a very, very loud double dog, and a silent anti-reverse. This has dual anti-reverse system like most reels, low profile, high speed, 6:1 gear ratios. The 10 to 15, this is the 15, it's a small one, that's the 10 size. Open top frame, okay? And these SLX, all these SLX lever drives are backed by 1 year now. 1 year limited warranty. Alright guys, this is what I got the other day in the mail when I was out fishing. This is the new 3rd generation of Ulua rods. Now this right here, that's the 2nd gen. 1st gen is in storage, but that's the one with the abalone inlay. 2nd gen was the one I did a couple years ago. This is this year's 2021. Okay, this is the new generation. Okay, this one here is a Ulua rod, but this one is called the HWU-C-1302, and the 1302 means 13 feet in 2 sections. Now what makes this one different from the other 2 gens? It is a Ulua rod, but instead of Class A, it has a Class B butt section. Alright, what is a Class B? This is a little bit different configuration. Alright, the main thing about this is regarded as a sliding rod. This is where you slide your bait down. Now, to me, a Ulua rod is a Ulua rod if it's for regular casting or for sliding bait. But the company is advertising this as a sliding rod. So just bear that in mind. These black ones here are sliding. So the 1st gen is dark blue, 2nd gen light blue, 3rd gen here is black. Okay. Now, this model here, along with the other 2, are both 13 feet in length, and both are available in medium heavy to heavy. They both have stainless steel butts with butt caps. All right. The 2nd gen here has it's a little farther up, but that's a brass holder for your bell. This one here, where are you? There it is. This one here also has a bell holder. All right, but this is stainless steel bell holder, not brass. So there's a slight upgrade there. The guides over here, you see that? It looks like, when you have clothespins and you got the little spring on it. This is kind of like that. These are kilo style spiral guides. Kilo style, okay? Which was made famous in Hilo on the Big Island of Hawaii. All the Ulua guys love these. All the generations have the Hilo style. All right. So basically, this is a pretty good rod. I haven't used it yet. I haven't heard anything bad about it, but I will try it out. I'm sure I'm going to like it. This is the medium heavy. You also have the heavy. The medium heavy here, this is rated to 50 to 60 pounds. The heavy is rated for 50 to 80 pounds. It has 7+ tips, so you got 7 kilo guides to 1 tip. Both are 2 pieces, equally cut in 2 pieces. All right. So all in all, it's not a bad looking rod. It retails for, it's a little bit more than the 2nd gen. The 2nd gen was going for $199.99. These are going for $212.99, just a hair bit more. All right. So if you want to give it a try, because I am. To me, I don't know what the difference between the sliding and the regular Ulua rod is. I toss them and I use them to see. In fact, that one there, I'll slide bait on that one if I have to. So maybe the company is looking for a different reason to purchase this rod. I say it depends on what you need, right? I like the black. I like the blue. Give it a try. Okay, it's getting hot in here. I had to turn the fan on because I have to plug in my spooler here. So I'm using 50-pound test line here. This is mono. So we got the spool right here. And because this is meant for a spinner, I'm just going to crank it on.
Okay, I just put in 198 meters, which is 3.3 feet to a meter, so I have to figure that one out.
Oh man, I'm hot. It's hot in the garage today. I have the fan going, but I had to turn the fan off to plug in my line spooler. So first thing to do is I already know that this here is the number 100, so it should fit on the back here. So what I'm going to do is, see, the back is bare right now, so I'm going to put these two bolts in first. See, they're in, just loose. Now I've got two nuts to screw on it, but it's going to screw on loosely. Notice how it's on loosely, right? The nuts are on loosely. So I'm going to slide this on. Remember, the index part here faces the back. Always remember to do it that way. Hold it in place while you put these two fittings, one at each end here. Okay. See that? Now just tighten it down. Look at that. So when I cast, put my thumb here, index finger here, like a true trigger. Now that's the way it should look like. Thanks.